I think it's going well. We're friends already. It seemed like he was finally being himself. Though, I still get the feeling he treats me like a child sometimes. Why are we suddenly getting in a monologue of Lauro? But in a few years, he'll have no choice but to treat me as an equal. Though we don't have a few years. When I, too, am an adult? But by that time, he's gonna be... But he seemed fine and spent the entire day laughing as if having the time of his life. Can someone terminally ill really act like that? But I don't think he was lying. There's no reason to, in which case... Maybe he's getting better? I've heard that the island has better air than the mainland. And that might have healed whatever he had. Ah, you, Lauro, you're optimist out there. And he's eating fresh and tasty food. Of course he's getting better. That must be it. What did people call this? Can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. Right. A miracle. Yes, a miracle. How could I forget a word like that? Miracles exist. As long as you believe, the light of one will certainly grace you. That's the only thing that kept me going. If despair exists not in this world, then there is place only for hope. Pray and the light shall descend upon you. Yeah, it must have been a miracle. The island filled him with hope. What was he reading just then? He might have forgotten about his disease himself. How could he laugh like that otherwise? Laugh. Lauro! Sis. I'm done with the preparations. What's wrong? There's something I want to ask you. What is it? About Chester. Chester? How does his smile look to you? How? It's handsome and gentle and very cool, I think. Handsome? But why are you asking me this? That was weird. Are you going to Chester's after this? If we don't start now, you'll be late. Yeah. I'll leave the cooking to you. His smile is always the same. That is true. That is true. It's a very... What would be the word? What would be the word? Practice smile, I guess? Anyway, what is happening here right now? It's cold. It was as though I was stuck under ice, drowning in dark waters. Yet I felt nothing, neither pain nor difficulty breathing. Only the concept of cold remained in the cavity of this wilted tree. I felt myself sinking deeper and deeper, but I did not try to resist the water's deadly embrace. All the darkness that surrounded me filled my heart with relief. All the single ray of light squeezing through the crack felt utterly hollow. There was nothing else. As such, it was okay. I could laugh for as long as I wanted, and no one desired this. So I was Chester remembering the moment when he got thrown into the sea, I guess. It seems I fell asleep without noticing. Those are the worst when you just fall asleep without knowing that you have. The only way you can tell is if you left something on in the background or it's gone from sunshine to darkness. Hey, good evening. You just came right now? Come in. How did you know? Because it was cold. Huh? It's nothing. Close the door, if you don't mind. Thank you for the dinner. A fish you caught by yourself tastes like no other. It was positively delicious. Is this how you're trying to get to my heart? Nah, hang on. I wonder, does, obviously, the Enigma disease is, destroying him internally, so obviously, his, organs are not working as best as they can. For example, he can't run as far, even though he was trained as a soldier. Not run as long, I should say. Does that mean his sense of taste is messed up as well? And he's just saying everything's delicious even though he can't really taste it? I know, I'm just thinking that, because he says it for everything. Literally everything so far. But it could be everything that is delicious and I'm just being skeptical. It's not me. Alright, Colette. I guess you're working on this plan as a team. This tea was good. I don't think I drank anything like it before. I prepared it with some of Greta's leaves. It smells good, doesn't it? You're good with your hands? Yeah, I'm proud of it. Well, I'm not really an expert on anything. I can just do most things at a satisfactory level. And I thought that I thought that was more than enough back when. Can you tell me about the outside world? Outside world? You mean the mainland? Yeah. We've got a map at home, a world map. I inherited from my mother. Alright. I inherited it from my mother. This island is not on it. I wonder how big it is, how big it would be. I'm not sure how big your island is exactly, but I don't think it's bigger than the town I lived in. A town? Oh, I've heard. I read about those in books. I see. So this island is small. Compared to my town, at least. The one I lived in was huge in particular. There were so many people that we have lights outside on through the entire night. In what kind of book did you read about that anyway? Was it written on this island? Those came from outside. Sometimes those that come from outside sometimes bring books. Some survive, and I got a few like that. Mother taught me how to read. But most people on the island can't. I guess they're not interested. Apparently there are letters that only exist on this island too. I don't know much about them myself, but Greta and Ignis might. Oh, so this island has its own writing system. Fortunately, they speak the same language as us, I guess. I just come to realise that if they've been excluded from most things that's happening around the world, surprising that they speak the same language as us. But I guess it would make it incredibly hard to write a good story if you had that as an initial barrier and tried to overcome it. Wouldn't it be interesting, would it? I loved books about adventurers travelling all over the world. Oh, I love those too. Really? The one I was talking about is about this guy, Truman, he set out on a journey to retrieve the lost Grimoire. He doesn't find it in the end, but he never gives up. Sorry, my ears are kind of hurting. Are you okay? Sorry, I'm perfectly fine. What were you doing back outside? You had a job, right? Also, what a way to change the topic, say, yeah, my ears just hurt for a second. Yeah, I guess I did. Was it hard? Was it something I could do too? I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure there are other jobs that would suit you better. How about a florist? It's peaceful and most customers are nice people. Selling flowers? Is that something that men do outside? Well, maybe not in the past, but it's all equal opportunities these days. You're the type that'll get pretty popular amongst the older ladies. And what good is that? It's good for the job. Really? Could it be that he's... Do you want to see the outside world? You seem very conscious about it. Well, of course. You've got a lot of time ahead of you. Enough for a whole lot of adventure. How about heading on one? I'm not going to cheer you along the way, but I don't think it's such a bad idea. You really think so? I'm gonna send this kid who got easily hypnotized into the big wide open world. It is not gonna end well for him. If you really want something, you have to seize it. Even if you fail, you'll have more regrets if you don't try in the first place. Or so I think. You think? Well, there are one or two kinds of regrets that could be worse, but that's why you're not gonna cheer me on? You got to decide your life yourself, besides. The world is currently ravaged by the same disease I've got. No one seems to be sick on this island, so if you want safety, this might be the best place to be. Is that so? There are more people like Chester outside? But if they all came to this island, they might get better just like him. Lauro, just not how it works. Maybe. I wonder if I could ask if his disease got better. Lauro? It's nothing. I'm just talking about possibilities. Sometimes you can go wherever you want, yet the final destination always remains the same. That's why adults tell their kids to be careful with their choices. I don't think I've ever been told that. Oh? Is that something everyone says outside? Making choices is difficult, especially when you're on a new path where you can't predict a thing. I want to go to the outside world. I was hoping for a chance since a long time ago. But I was so scared, I couldn't even put that wish into words. I mean, I haven't met anyone else that had the same idea. No one talks about the outside here, and I know that if I open my mouth, everyone would treat me like a madman. Yeah. I wonder why it never occurs to others. I mean, do they want to spend their whole lives on a tiny island? It's not like I hate it here, but I can't understand. You can always choose a place for yourself after seeing the world, don't you think? Yet, no one even considers that here. It's as if it was a part of the natural order of things to be born and die here, not setting your foot outside for even a moment. So, I always thought it was weird. You aren't, Lauro. You're just facing your life with an open mind. No, even if it's them who are weird, it doesn't change the fact there's something wrong with me. If I could muster courage, I could go outside any time. Yet, I can't. I can't bring myself to move from this place. Lauro, listen. I'm just the same. I've always revered adventures, the one that you read about in fairy tales. But I could never set out on one. I never even tried. In that sense, I'm no different from the islanders here. You were afraid? I wonder. I was thinking that it would prove to be the last choice I'd ever make. After all, that residence was past running away. Running away? I wanted to look for a hero from fairy tales, and people who could be his comrades? Was that a problem with that word? I couldn't become one, so I idolized the concept. There was something I wanted to ask one when I met them. Ask what? I don't know. I forgot. Why do you band together, wasn't it? It's the very beginning. Lauro, I have a suggestion for you. A suggestion? If you are afraid to go alone, how about we go together? Go? My life is limited. I can't hold responsibility for after I pass away. Pass away? But you're worried about Colette? Yeah, I guess that's the guy that I guess there's that guy Ty lurking around. I can see why you would. It's true I want to go outside and see the outside. I'm not lying. But before that, I want to become properly independent. So that I can tell Sis not to worry with true conviction. Then how about you try moving out of her house? Then there'll be no point. She'll get worried and come over all the time anyway. Isn't that Colette's inability to become less dependent on you though? Who can blame her? Both Mum and Dad are long gone and Sis can't bear it alone. But if I continue like this, if I move away, would you come with me? I don't mind. I'm not sure if that would go hand in hand with your independence plan though. Well, I guess everyone needs help at first. Jester? Right. I saw a lot of smaller islands just next to this one from the hill earlier. Huh? Yeah, there are lots around. Some fishermen have even built cabins on some of them for convenience. Wouldn't one of those be a good place to move to? Huh? How about we go look at them tomorrow? Do you know if any of those cabins you mentioned are no longer in use? I think I could think of a few. Great, then it's decided. Let's go look first and think about it later. That's way too sudden. How come you're more into this than me? It must be your imagination. No, isn't it time for you to be headed back? Colette's gonna be worried. Yeah, you're right. I'll come over to your house tomorrow. Alright, good night. Good night. Wonder what's gonna happen. Oh, we were barely holding it together. Shit, my vision is faded. I wonder if he noticed. It's a miracle I held up for this long. I hate the taste of blood. Am I gonna get used even to that? Or will I die before I get the chance? I'm not afraid of death. There's nothing in this world for me to keep clinging to anyway. But I made that promise just for a while longer. Just give me a few more days